All right, so this truck was restored about 15 years ago, and these letters were put on. They're starting to flake up, dry up, crack, and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and replace them today, and I thought I would show you how at the same time. Now, I know it's not really like that complicated of a thing to put the letters on, really, but it is a little tough to get them exactly squared off. So there's a couple of little tricks I'm going to be able to show you. Now, we got a lot of different choices of what we can put on here. Well, I can go with just regular old white like we had before. You can see it's good looking and it matched everything. If I wanted to change it up some though, I could go with chrome. I think that'd look really good. If I wanted to go totally contrary, I could go with the black. It's still going to match with trim, tires, etc. But I think that what I'm going to be doing is going with the red, white, and blue here. It's the 4th of July coming up, and it's just always nice to rock the red, white, and blue. So I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks of getting these guys off of here and a couple of little tricks of getting these guys on. So stay tuned, okay? So what I normally like to do on these is get some wax and grease remover on here, and you can just spray it on each one and it'll kind of soak in behind. Then you'll just have to start prying, but after a while it'll soak into the cracks and stuff and things will start to lift off. But it does take a bit to soak in. You can get a heat gun and you can get it on there and it kind of softens it up. You could get a razor, but a razor's a bit dangerous on your paint job. So a little spatula like this is going to be a little bit more safer, and this is also going to save your fingernails a lot too. So I'm going to go ahead and employ all of those different little things and get these letters off. I'll be back in just a little bit and I'll show you how to get the letters on and perfectly in the little nook. Now, on your shelves at your auto parts store, you'll find different things like this: decal and adhesive remover. And you'll also find wax and grease remover and miscellaneous things like that. And they do work, but you do have to be careful because sometimes they'll eat into the paint so much that when you take off your decals and everything, then it's going to eat all the paint around and it's going to be lighter here. So just test whatever you got on a small section first, spray it on there, leave it on there for a minute or two, and then wipe it off and see if it's taking your paint at the same time. Now this stuff here, it really comes off in really small little flakes, and I can't get a good grab to get anything off. But watch this here with a heat gun. I don't have to put it on here long, just a few seconds. And what it's going to do is take that decal and make it so it comes off like that. So this is going to be the easiest way I've got on these decals based on their age and such. If they were older, this may not work and I might have to get more aggressive on stuff. But we got lucky today and I hope you will too. I'm going to have these off of here in just a second, as you can see. And then I'm going to clean this up. There'll be like the leftover residue and such from the adhesive, so we'll get all of that off of there and clean this up nice, and we'll get our new letters on there in just a second here. Before I put my stickers on, I'm going to want to clean this up, of course, and also the cleaners that we put on here might have stripped off some of the paint. So what I'm just using is a little bit of finishing polish on here to take care of all those little problems. A lot of times your finishing polishes will have just enough chemical and abrasives in it to get rid of that leftover sticky stuff. So you get a 2-for-1 on this. We're taking care of our paint, protecting it, getting rid of our scratches, and we're getting rid of the leftover glue that's on there. So I'll get all this nice and clean, and then we'll get those letters on there finally. Before I put my letters on, I'm going to get a couple of things set up. I'm going to get a rag ready. I'm going to get a water bottle with just a little bit of soap in there, and I'm going to get a credit card or a squeegee so I can go ahead and put the letters on and get the air bubbles out. So the trick to this really is the little bit of soap in the water bottle. When you go ahead and spray that on there, then when you put the sticker on, it'll give you just a few seconds to be able to maneuver it around and get it in the right spot. So that's really the ticket on this, is making sure that you've got that water already ready for you. When we're pulling the letter off, we've got to do it really nice and careful like. 1 second here. Had this started. Here we go. So we just got to be really gentle when it's coming off. Right like that. And what I want to be doing is just hovering right over it as long as I can to try to get it in the right spot before I even have to move it around. Not bad. So here you can see the bottom there. I can move it just a little bit. That's it. Maybe a little. Okay. Down here. It's actually looking good. I don't actually think I need to put the credit card on it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And what we're doing here is we're getting air bubbles out. We're getting water that might be trapped behind there, because if we've got any air bubbles or anything trapped behind, it's not going to stick. So you can see it's just that easy. All right, you see that? That is absolutely perfect. Just smashing. Now my recommendation to you is go get every single one of the letters in every single one of the colors and change them weekly and keep your friends guessing. My name is David Welch. We're here at Brothers Tech Center every single Tuesday, putting cool stuff on your truck and making them look real neato. You make sure you check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we got more neato stuff to come. We'll see you out on the road, man.